Hey folks, my name is Dennis Hassler. I'm the General Manager of Superior Chevrolet in Conway. We want to thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
It's the last event of the BFL Archie Division, and there is a lot on the line today. We'll crown a winner for this event, but we've also got an Angler of the Year, a Co-Angler of the Year, and it's the last opportunity to qualify for the regionals. There's a lot on the line today on Lake Dardanelle.
There you go, dude. That's a giant. That's what I'm talking about. You just won some money right there. About that. That's what I'm talking about.
Hello everyone, welcome to Superior Chevrolet in Conway. I'm Carlton Wing. This is Dennis Hassler, the General Manager of Superior Chevrolet. Happy to have you on board once again.
Man, it's great to be here, Carlton. We're looking forward to some great fishing this year.
And we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time on the water. A little bit later on in the show, we'll take you on a tour through the new Silverado, and a lot of other vehicles that you might like. Let's head out to the water right now, though. Let's go to Lake Dardanelle. Oh, there is so much going on this early morning at the Dardanelle State Park ramp. There is a lot of nervous energy floating around this marina. With so much on the line this weekend, any angler around the top 45 in the season points is trying to secure their spot inside that mark so that they can qualify for the regionals. Here's Little Rock's Bill Hewen, who was overcoming obstacles right out of the gate.
Fishing out of a rental today. Had lower unit issues yesterday. Blew that out, so we rented this from the marina over here. I'm gonna try to make the best of it. But I think being in a smaller boat like this will keep us from running around, maybe keep our head down, focus a little bit more, and hopefully get about.
Today's gonna be a struggle. My pre-fishing was a struggle. I'm doing something totally different than I did when I practiced. But I think we can catch fish. I think everybody will catch fish. It's just who's gonna catch the right ones.
We also have an exciting Angler of the Year race in both the back and front of the boat. Here are your top 3 boaters heading into today's competition. We have a two-way tie for first place between Hot Springs' Spencer Shuffield and Josh Ray of Alexander. Just a few points behind in case either stumble is another Hot Springs product, Kevin Brown.
Do a little shallow fishing, see if we can get maybe a topwater bite or two, and then probably move offshore and just kind of wing it the rest of the day, move around and see if we can get some bites. I think I was in third coming into the points, which about 30-something points behind. So it's, it's pretty hard to catch these guys when you have a few mistakes through the year and don't get in the top 10s. Man, you can't stumble.
I kind of wanted to lock down. That pool down there has been fishing really good, but my understanding they got a tournament going on down there, so I'm gonna stay up here, and I feel like I can only get 6 or 7 bites up here, but I mean, if I can get them in the boat, then I'll do good. If not, then I really don't know what else to do. I'm gonna fish shallow all day. I mean, I don't really have no confidence at this time of the year out deep, so that's one of my strengths is fishing shallow and fishing fast, covering water, so that's what I'm gonna do.
And with that, the final event of the 2019 season is underway. This is a 2-day super tournament, meaning that the top 14 will fish tomorrow with a chance at the title and nearly $5,000. Taking off this morning, we are following both of our season points leaders, Josh Ray and Spencer Shuffield. Let's start with Shuffield, who quickly approached Dardanelle Bay following a hunch. When we followed him under a bridge, we figured we wouldn't find too many other boats able or willing to squeeze through this space. We found him working a topwater along a promising grass shoreline. Much of the art of angling is being in the right place at the right time with the right lure. Another key part of successful angling is knowing when to stay and when to go. Unfortunately, the hunch didn't pay off, so it's time to go. In short order, Spencer decided it was time to run upstream and pursue the limit he knew he would need to contend for the title. Let's head over to Josh Ray, who was hoping to lock through into the next pool downstream, but a problem with the lock made him alter his plans. He is now fishing near Arkansas Nuclear 1.
That thing's got the cool tag mark in his mouth. Sure is long enough. Oh yeah. That's the first one. And he just barely hit it. He didn't really thump it as it was falling. I felt him just barely pick it up.
Remember those words, he barely hit it. That will be a common theme today on Lake Dardanelle, one of Arkansas's best fisheries, surrounded by natural beauty and possessive of many surprises and challenges for anglers of all skills.
They say your first and last is the hardest to get. Well, we got the first pretty fast, but who knows if I'll get the last.
We are here at Superior Chevrolet in Conway. I've got Dwayne Bell, our service manager here. And Dwayne, tell us a little bit why it's important to get your car serviced.
Well, why it's important to get it serviced is it prevents problems on down the road. We can head it off now so that you're not stranded on the side of the road in the future.
If you can, the stitch in time saves 9 kind of a thing.
That's exactly right.
And this service department is pretty amazing. This is one of the best ones I've ever seen.
It's state of the art, air conditioned. We've got the big fans in the service department. So it's 110 degrees outside. It's a nice cool 78 in here. So it just makes it better for the technicians.
And when you're waiting for your car to get fixed, you've got a nice place also.
Again, state of the art. Customers have a big screen TV on the wall. We have a snack area that coffee machine. We grind our own coffee beans. You pick your flavor, sodas, snacks. It just didn't get any better than that.
All right, sounds good. There's 3 or 4 good reasons to come on down to Superior Chevrolet in Conway. FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Looking for a new truck? Shop all of the best brands in one place without jumping all over Central Arkansas. One customer specialist will help you find the perfect truck today. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Shop all of the best truck brands in one location. Make the short drive from anywhere in Central Arkansas to test drive one or all. There's no better place to buy than Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
Hi, my name is Sharissa Potter. I'm with Superior Chevrolet in Conway. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
Back to the water. This is Batesville's Shad Reeves. He's currently 53rd in the season points race. Now he needs a keeper or 2 to move up into the top 45 and get a slot in the regionals. This should help. Back over to the co-leader in the Angler of the Year points race, Josh Ray.
Couldn't tell if that was one that blew up right here or if that was a wake. Oh.
Now Josh told us he only had a few spots to fish in this pool. Now remember, he wanted to lock through, but issues with the lock prevented him from doing so. He was on to plan B within minutes of starting today. Now he got one in the boat and another one eventually in the boat as Josh tried a new definition of fly fishing.
You see that? He chased it plumb out of the water, and I dropped it back down in there. He came up and got it. He ain't much either. He might make it, maybe. He's long and skinny. Oh yeah. There's number 2. Yeah, that's the second bite I've had on that buzz bait, but neither one of them has actually had it in their mouth. They just suck it under, and they do that a lot when the water's falling, but the water here's been stable. It ain't been falling, so. And they hadn't been doing it. They actually been eating it, but it's tournament day, so they know better than to eat it. Good guy, you net?
No, I got him.
That'll help you.
Yeah, that will. Thank the Lord.
I've had a decent year, but I hadn't won no BFL. I got a second and a fourth and an eighth and stuff like that. But obviously the place to be is first. I think Spencer feels a little pressure. He's wanting to win it really bad, so which I understand. Me, it just kind of comes with it. If you win it, you win it. If you don't, you don't. I finished 3rd last year, so I mean, I've been finishing up towards the top in points, but this is the first time I'm been leading.
Well, the pressure mounts when FLW Arkansas returns. All right, we've got Jeff Reed here at Superior Chevrolet in Conway. We're going to take a look at the Silverado. We got the Trail Boss edition. That's pretty souped up.
Yes, sir. Trail Boss is all new for 2019. From the factory, they bring a 2-inch lift, also a lock and rear differential, and an off-road suspension package. For anybody that's pulling a boat or a 4-wheeler side by side, anything like that, it's absolutely perfect for that.
And this is a very good-looking truck as well, something that'll provide some style as you go along the highways and byways of Arkansas, whether you're going to the lake or the deer stand. FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Superior Automotive Group is Conway. We work hard to be good to our customers. That means a faster, simpler, and more transparent way to buy.
Superior seems to set a tone of that kind of no hassle type approach.
With Superior, everything was laid out for me very clearly. My sales rep made sure she explained every step of the process.
It was always what you saw, that was the price, that was the car you got.
We're Superior Automotive Group in Conway, where it's always faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
This is Caleb Snuggs with Superior Chevrolet in Conway. Thanks for watching FLW Arkansas.
It's just a little bit after 10 o'clock. We are just west of Piney Creek. I've got boat 56 behind us. In the front of that boat is Jeff Creasy. He's out of Mountain Home. He's fishing his first BFL of the season. In the back of the boat is Andrew Woolley out of Little Rock. Now, he is number 2 in the Co-Angler of the Year standings. He would love to lock up that title this weekend. Now, the weather conditions have changed just a little bit. We've got a little more breeze than we anticipated. A little wind can be a good thing. Andrew's got 2 fish in the boat already.
We worked the back end. I mean, it's full of shad, hydrilla back there. They were even saw some schooling fish, but they were small, but not a single nothing this morning on top water. We come through here and we caught a few, so we picked up a flipping stick, made one pass, and we caught 7 or 8. But like I said, only 3 went in the box. We both missed probably a couple really good fish.
So, I mean, flipping just a brush hog. It's pretty plain and simple. Kind of, you know, honestly, I don't know if it's really what you're flipping, more as where you're flipping, kind of. Big profile. It's definitely, you go down a stretch and you might catch, you know, however many. But like he's saying, we've missed a few that we definitely we could use, because you don't know when you're gonna get bit, really. I'm adding a little bit just extra to it, just because, I mean, the way it looks in the water, sometimes you'll see these little brim and stuff swimming around, and they've kind of got a yellow tint to their tail almost. And I think it also it helps that fish zero in on the back of that bait and stuff, so it helped catch a few, so I'm gonna keep rolling with it.
Here's a look at the Co-Angler of the Year standings. Now, Andrew is 1 point out of the lead behind Oklahoma's David Harden, the same David Harden who finished 3rd right here on Lake Dardanelle earlier this season. Just 4 points behind is Russellville's Aaron Calvert. Now, young Andrew Woolley knows he needs to fish well today. He has learned a lot in his first season in the BFL.
Patience is just one of the things that I've absolutely learned, you know, by far. I used to, if you're in an area, you kind of want to fish through it quick, because you're assuming first they're not there, and really slowing down, working more on your presentations and everything like that. That's been real key, and you know, doing better in some of these tournaments.
Across the lake, Conway's Jason Lieblong is fishing with Trent Jones from Springdale. Jones entered the day in 50th place. 1 fish should earn him a spot in the regionals, and this one should do it. He had 2 more on the day and would go on to make the cut and the regionals. But the fish aren't biting like the anglers would like them to.
It's rough. Just what bites you do get, you can barely feel them. Like they don't even want to eat it.
Just have to find that right school of fish. Done it before. Been on this lake, not had a keeper till 11:30 and ended up at 15, 16 pounds a couple of times. Just got to keep grinding. Never give up, as they say.
Just near the entrance of Illinois Bayou is Joshua Nicholson of Centerton and Tony Reynolds of Austin. Our Austin, not that other one in Texas. They are fishing right along Highway 64. Now, Reynolds entered the day in 6th place in the Co-Angler of the Year standings. He's got 1 in the boat and is getting dangerously close to a few more.
Put a sign on that spot. Oh, got one. Oh, that was a keeper too.
In the front of the boat, Nicholson is another one of those anglers who is near the cut line for the top 45. He's got 1 in the boat already and would love another.
Let's go, baby! Yes! Woo!
This boat is just like much of the field today. Soft, non-committal bites are frustrating the anglers.
Anytime you see me flipping a Cinco, you know I haven't really figured anything out. It's not my typical way I like to fish. I like finesse fishing, being from Beaver Lake, you know, shaky head, a drop shot. But otherwise, you know, I'm a spinner bait, square bill, like to throw a frog type person.
When FLW Arkansas returns, we catch up once more with Spencer Shuffield. When we last saw him, his live well is empty. He is now culling.
Hello, I'm Dwayne Bell with Superior Chevrolet here in Conway. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
FLW Arkansas is brought to you by Superior Auto Group. Not just better, superior. And by Bad Boy Mowers. Mow with an attitude. By Costa Sunglasses. And by Certified Arkansas Bait Fish. Healthy, hearty, and safe. Log on to safebait.org. And by Intova Cameras.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Looking for a new truck? Shop all of the best brands in one place without jumping all over Central Arkansas. One customer specialist will help you find the perfect truck today. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
There are easier ways to become a better angler. Join FLW today and take your fishing to the next level. Get the magazine, get on the water. Visit flwfishing.com/membership to find out more.
What does it mean to mow with an attitude? It means 0 turns and full throttle. It's the power of 38 horses in a town of 10,000 people. It's like American Muscle got a PhD in rocket science. It's backing up your bark with serious bite. It's blood, sweat, and blades. What does it mean to mow with an attitude? Take a seat and find out for yourself.
Bad boy. Mow with an attitude.
Hi, Michael Sloan for Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Shop all of the best truck brands in one location. Make the short drive from anywhere in Central Arkansas to test drive one or all. There's no better place to buy than Superior Automotive Group in Conway. Faster, simpler, and more transparent. Superior.
Hi, my name is Richie Tanner from Superior Chevrolet. Thank you for watching FLW Arkansas.
We thank you, Superior Chevrolet in Conway, for supporting our anglers of Arkansas by sponsoring this show. We last saw Spencer Sheffield early this morning with no fish.
They're very funny right now. I mean, everything, even the way they're fighting.
He's tied for Angler of the Year. We found him late in the day. This time, he's got a limit and a hunger to finish strong.
I usually handpick the ones I want to fish. I'll usually only fish a trail or two, all of them. Usually Mr. Bass and ABTT is the trails I fish every tournament, you know, that they have. But I usually handpick on these BFLs. But this year I set out, I wanted to win Angler of the Year in every trail in Arkansas, and I've won it in 3 of them, and this is the only one I've got left. So I'm wanting to pull it off. I mean, I'm fishing for a reason, for sure.
This will set up a very interesting showdown for the weigh-in to see who will be the 2019 Angler of the Year. But first, let's hear from a group of anglers with their early report card for their day's schoolwork.
It was hot. Good fishing early, well, as long as we had wind blowing. But once the wind quit, everything got slow and tough for us. Caught a few later in the day, but man, it's bad slow.
Looky there. 3 little swimmers. Man, it was rough. It was rough. They dropped the river about 13 inches, and some of them fish that we were on, they just scattered. I only got 1 keeper bite all day long, but it was a good one.
You guys caught one today. That's what I'm talking about. We did catch one and caught a good one. Big bass is going to be worth $547. This may hold up. It's a big old beast. And the boater side, that's going to go 5 pounds and an ounce.
Caught 5 barely by the end of the day.
It was fun, man. Caught some good fish. Had a good time. Had a great boater, great net job. All around, everything was good to go. Got some pretty good fishing here. Oh my. How much? 6? I don't know. We didn't weigh it. We just threw it in the box and we kept going.
And that bass is going to go 5 pounds and 10 ounces. As a new big bass on the co-angler side. In fact, he's the biggest bass weighed in so far.
Pinter would take a massive lead at the end of the day with over 3 pounds over second place. He will go out in boat number 1 for the final day. Keith Gardner is in second place, and you saw Trent Jones earlier with that nice fish. Well, he is in the final round as well.
But he's got some golden fish himself. My goodness, here we go. Clarksville, Arkansas boater. The current leader, Eric Hurst, with 13 pounds and an ounce. We just saw your co-angler's bag. That goes 13.5 pounds. So over to the boater side, let's see what we can do. Again, Eric Hurst with 13 pounds and an ounce. Cha-ching. Check this out. He's got a limited bass. 5 on the scales, folks. Here we go. How about it? 18 pounds and 3 ounces of bass. Bust a couple of them out. Let's have a look.
Williams storms into the final day with nearly a 5-pound lead. Take a look at the top 3. All 3 are from Clarksville. Defending Angler of the Year, Wayne Dixon is in 4th. This is a very talented top 10. Other than Williams, the rest of the finalists are separated by about 2 pounds. We are here with current tournament leader Charles Williams. Now, Charles, you came in with an 18-pound bag, which is good for Dardanelle. But on a day like today, it's exceptional because second place is 5 pounds behind you.
Yeah, it is. You know, I was really blessed to have what I've got. You know, I found these fish probably last Saturday or Sunday and didn't really know what I had. I found some stuff and I started just kind of shaking them off. And then I just left it alone, and I went back today, and not much had changed. You know, they dropped the river a little bit, but it didn't really affect the fish much. Matter of fact, it made it a little better because it kind of pulled them out and grouped them up. And so we kind of found a little pattern. We ran with it early and just kind of ran with it all day, and it couldn't work out any better. Hope for a better day tomorrow, or as good anyway.
Yeah, I think as good, you'll be in tip-top shape.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, what was your top lure? What were you using?
Well, I was kind of flipping a jig and a creature bait like a fighting frog. Okay. I did catch some on chatterbait, crankbait, things like that. Just everything kind of worked today. It just fell into place. It was one of those dream days, you know.
You want to capitalize when you can.
Exactly. But that's the way I like to fish. I like to fish jigs and a square bill or something like that. So usually when I do good in the tournament, that's what it is. But I got to go do what I like to do, and it was blessed.
The first year that we ever shot FLW Arkansas was 4 years ago, and we were on Dardanelle in the last event, and there was a guy named Williams who came through and won that event. Jerry Williams. You've got a relationship with him, right?
Oh yeah. He is awesome. He's one of my mentors. He's always been a big inspiration to me. You know, he's went through cancer, he's went through all that stuff, and he was here today, you know, and he's in his 70s, and he is still just getting it.
Yeah.
And so that's a true inspiration to anybody.
Jerry commands respect because he's earned that respect over a lifetime of tournament fishing, one of the legends in Arkansas bass fishing, Jerry Williams. And he won that event, and that was after he had come back from all the chemo. That was the first event that he had fished in a year and a half.
That's correct.
Yeah. Yep. Well, we wish you the best of luck tomorrow. Go out there in boat number 1. Best of luck. We hope to be talking to you again.
I hope so too.
All right. Congratulations. Thanks.
Find out next week how our finalists fared as we complete the BFL Super Tournament on Lake Dardanelle. We also have some intense drama on that Angler of the Year race for both the boater and co-angler. That's all next week on FLW Arkansas. We thank our friends at Superior Chevrolet in Conway for making this television show possible. They support our love for the outdoors. Why don't you support their love of great cars and trucks and give them a visit? Next week, we bring you the Bad Boy Mowers Analysis episode. We break down the ups and downs of this final event of the BFL Arkie season. But we also have a bonus. On next week's episode, you will meet Henry Foster. He's a young man who got involved with the state legislature this year to honor the alligator gar. He's going fishing along with RAC. She has never missed an episode of FLW Arkansas, one of our best fans. And if you tune in next week, you just may see her catch her very first fish. That's all next week on FLW Arkansas.